On Monday, March 17, 2014, history was made when Chief Willie Obiano was sworn in as the 5th democratically elected governor of Anambra State. There, at the historic Alex Ekwueme Square in Awka, the state capital, before the largest crowd that has ever gathered in Awka in recent memory, the newly inaugurated Governor Obiano entered a social contract with the Anambra. As it turned out, 365 days after, Governor Willie Obiano Abokwedike Aguleri was the birth of hope. Hope for a new Anambra State. Hope for a better Igbo land.
With all our hearts, we pray and ask, God bless Anambra, God bless the shining light that we bear. We're the only ones to make her brighter, the only ones to make her better, the only ones to make Anambra shine. With our sweat and blood, every breath of our lives, we've trust in God, we will lift our homeland high.
Governor Obiano's economic blueprint is designed to revolutionize Anambra State by using his 4 pillars of development, which includes agriculture, trade and commerce, industrialization, and oil and gas. However, the key economic enablers in the state will have to be strengthened, revamped, or reactivated in order to create a healthy, enabling environment for his pillars to firmly stand. Top on his agenda was to safeguard the lives and property of Ndi Anambra. Governor Obiano made a firm commitment to revolutionize government's approach to security issues in the state. He set up and equipped the successful multi-task force, Operation Ochapo. The governor equally took a bold step to strengthen the police and other law enforcement agencies in the state to enhance their efficiency and response to distress calls. In addition, he has retrained, re-equipped, and refocused the vigilante groups in the state to meet the dynamics of the time. These were early signs that the state was set to be delivered from the stranglehold of insecurity. Operation Ochapo has yielded and recorded very positive results. Kidnappers, armed robbers, forgers, and other criminal elements are being mopped up, while others have relocated elsewhere. To date, over 50 properties of offenders have been confiscated and destroyed as a deterrent. Governor Obiano has cleared all areas notorious for high crimes, like the rowdy Upper Iweka in Onitsha, which now wears a new look. To sustain the successes, His Excellency has built numerous fortified security outlook posts located in various strategic locations in the state, hence creating an effective dragnet prepared for any incident in real time.
If you look at most parts of the city, everywhere you see a sandbag and 6 policemen. That place used to be either the den of criminals or a beehive of criminal activities. To stem it and to reassure the citizenry that we're on top of this game, we decided to put sandbags with 6 policemen and their, of course, command and control vehicle by the side. This has helped us immensely in arresting and promptly detaining criminal activities, because any alarm alert anywhere, any of the vehicles will pick it and they coordinate among themselves and the arrest will be a lot easier. So we're on top of this game.
That is precisely the reason for the increased economic and social activities in the state, with an atmosphere of peace and security. Every other seed of development is comfortably blooming.
During the last December season, a lot of people came back from the United States, from all over the world, it was the highest in recent history.
With security relatively under control, another vital enabler for economic development needing serious attention was road infrastructure. One outstanding feature of the Chief Willie Obiano government is the continuation and completion of projects initiated by the past administration. However, Governor Obiano has prioritized the provision of roads by initiating almost 200 kilometers of road network, mainly those that will open up the rural areas hitherto not accessible to other parts of the state, where major agricultural activities are going on. Governor Obiano's aim is not only to create a smooth passageway for farmers to comfortably transport their produce to more lucrative markets, which will increase their earning power, but also encourage those areas to become semi-urban towns to accommodate incoming industries, encouraged by the nearness to the vast untapped resources the state has to offer. The 42-kilometer Aguleri Oil Well Road, with a completion period of 26 months, has 2 bridges linking the various communities in the area and providing direct access to the oil ridge, is earnestly under construction. The bridge crossing Omobala River, when completed, will have a length of 280 meters, making it the longest bridge ever built by the Anambra State government.
It's 280 meters and is the one of the longest bridges, both in height and width, in Anambra State. It's being done that way to be able to take the types of vehicle that will be passing through this bridge on completion. This road is about 40 kilometers in length, and it will get to the oil rig area. So this place will be very busy with the major oil and gas trucks that will be passing here to the oil rig. It's opening up 7 communities in the Anambra North area. You know, they're all agro-related, oil and gas, and fishing villages that are here.
Another very important road under construction is the newly awarded Aguleri Utocha Umweri Airport Road. The 4-lane road will lead to the proposed International Cargo Airport in Umweri in Anambra East local government area. Besides being an international cargo airport, the facility will also house an aviation fuel depot, the first of its kind in Nigeria, which will be serviced from the 55,000 barrels a day refinery being built nearby by Orient Petroleum.
The 3 roads leading to the International Cargo Airport at Umweri, and they're all going to be 4-lane roads. So just to make sure there's enough major roads leading out of the airport. I can't talk about the airport in isolation. It is important that people understand why we want to do airport. We're just not doing the airport because we want to do an airport. We're doing it because of the ancillary advantages that we have because of Orient Oil Refinery. The refinery that Orient is about to set up, we're doing 55,000 barrels per day. Among other byproducts that will come from that refining is ATK. ATK is the kerosene that is used to fly aeroplanes and what have you. So that ATK, because the refinery is close to, is between Nsugbe and Umweri, that ATK will be dumped at the International Cargo Airport. And international flights, British Airways, Lufthansa, and what have you, will come down to Umweri to take fuel. For now, there's no place they are doing so in Nigeria. They take fuel from Ghana. So the next place they will come is Umweri, and you can imagine how it will open up that area.
Governor Obiano, through the State Ministry of Works, has newly awarded and is revamping various urban roads in the major cities of the state to create conducive motorable roads from the Anambra. Governor Willie Obiano's huge experience as an investment banker is laid bare with his policies and programs, which were articulated to open fresh windows of opportunity. In one fell swoop, the creation of ANSIPA has inevitably become the vehicle that is piloting His Excellency's economic blueprint, consolidating the pillars and revamping quite a number of enablers, which is giving wealth creation and employment a huge boost. Inaugurated barely a year ago, ANSIPA is a one-stop investment vehicle for investors in the state. ANSIPA has sieved through hundreds of investment requests in various sectors: agriculture, oil and gas, auto manufacturing, hospitality, trade and commerce, tourism, transportation, and waste management. ANSIPA's direct investment portfolio in 1 year is put in the range of well over $2 billion, with an additional projected investment inflow of $2 billion by the end of 2015.
If you want to invest in Anambra State, all you need to do is to get in touch with ANSIPA, and in 1 to 2 hours meeting with them, everything will be sorted out for you. The land, the things you need to do right in Anambra State to be able to set it up, the structure, and many things that ordinarily you go front and back to be able to achieve. But this ANSIPA will school you through those items and make investment really easy.
Electricity, an all-important enabler, especially to the industrial clusters in the state, is receiving attention. Through ANSIPA, the state government has signed memoranda of understanding with reputable companies for the generation and distribution of electricity to industrial clusters and other parts of the state. This will drastically reduce the manufacturer's operation cost, invariably having industrialists maximize their profits.
We've set up basic things that will enable us, jumpstart the power sector in Anambra State to generate enough power for the industrial layouts that we have. This will enhance, and as a matter of fact, this will enable the farmers to improve on the profits they're making now, because diesel is a main cost heading that is really dealing with them. And by the time I solve that problem, of course, it will lead to increase in revenue, which is an area that I'm looking at.
Imagine in a situation where a company that is utilizing in Lagos 100 million naira worth of diesel every year, every month. If you convert it to fire and natural gas, which we did, it will come to 35 million. So there's a savings of almost 65 million that you can add to create more jobs. You can increase the capacity.
Governor Obiano's new agricultural revolution, with great emphasis on mechanized farming, is a paradigm shift in policy. The government's collaboration and support for big agricultural investors and cooperative farmers has ushered in a new agricultural era. The processing of various produce in the state has also been boosted with the coming of processing plants to be set up by private investors.
First, we started by organizing the subsistence farmers into cooperatives and assisting them in plant preparation and giving them free seedlings and cassava cutting sticks. These free seedlings, we are giving them high quality ones, the high yielding cassava. So we have, as we speak today, 691 cooperatives, and these cooperatives will be the outgrowers, will participate in the outgrower scheme for the commercial agriculture that we're doing.
The Omo rice mill will soon be operational, as the investors have started upgrading its facilities to produce rice locally at an increased capacity. When up and running, thousands of jobs will be created for Anambra. Very soon, Anambra State will be the major exporter of locally produced rice in the country.
As a matter of fact, in the next 2 years, Anambra will be self-sufficient in rice production. We also would have met our requirement in cassava consumption.
To reinvigorate the interest of the youth in appreciating agriculture as a business concern, Governor Willie Obiano has allotted over 1,000 hectares of land for mechanized farming in the state, as the state has commenced the training of over 1,000 youths in various disciplines in agriculture.
In agriculture, we've engaged well over 150 to 100,000 youths. We still have the ambition to make every local government self-sufficient in fish production, and again, that will take quite some large number of youths to be able to do so.
We are undertaking training on agriculture, farming precisely, because our governor, as he rightly said, wants to equip the youth of Anambra State so that they can be self-employed to fix themselves in one thing or the other, so that we wouldn't have people that will be lazy about, having nothing to do other than stealing people's items. That is why this program has been reinforced.
With the increased activity in the growing hospitality sector, Governor Obiano has also gone into agreements with private developers to complete and operate the state-owned hotels in Onitsha and Agolo. The government has also finalized plans to build a 5-star hotel in Awka, the state capital, under a private-public partnership agreement. With the near completion of the new shopping malls in Awka, Onitsha and Nnewi, and to further boost trade and commerce in the state, the West African International Trade Center is to be built in Oba by private developers. This will be the largest shopping mall east of the Niger and be mutually beneficial to the state and host local government.
Some great ideas, good drawing. It will transform the landscape of this environment. At time, all these have been actualized. This project is a 320 million US dollar investment. Anambra State's stake in the SPV that we formed is 7.2%, 7.25%, with the state owning 5% and 2.5% belonging to the local government where this edifice is going to be sited. This market has all that you require for a modern market, and for most of the people here that have made several references to Dubai, what we have here is equal or greater than what we find in Dubai.
One major achievement worth mentioning is that the Anambra State government has received the Trade Investment Delegation from Thailand, the highest trade delegation to visit Anambra State to date. They came, they toured, and they agreed to promote bilateral agreements with the Anambra State government and industrialists in the state. To conclude their 6-day tour of the state, the Thai Investment Group and the Anambra State government signed a joint communique in sectors ranging from oil and gas, electricity generation and distribution, agriculture, auto manufacturing, and health, to mention a few.
What we want is to create the synergy to begin to open the doors that will help us consolidate what we have here, and also tap into the resources and the resource base, knowledge base that the Thai people offer us. So it's an opportunity of infinite possibilities, and we need to tap into it.
To accelerate Anambra's budding auto industry, the state government has attracted interested investors in setting up auto industries which will assemble and produce various automobiles, including mechanized farm implements. Governor Obiano is strengthening the education sector with the direct disbursements of funds for the renovation of universal basic education mission schools, the provision of generators and additional fund for upgrade of school infirmaries and to support schools' sports. Teachers in the state have never had it so good in recent times, as they have had their salaries increased and an additional increment for teachers in the rural areas. The teachers have also had their promotions approved by the state government. Governor Obiano has also assisted in the completion of the NUT house in Awka and given funds for its furnishing.
We have a pact with the United Nations, and we are paying teachers that are in hazard areas. Hazard areas are remote areas, water, riverine areas, very remote parts of the state. We pay them a quarter more of their salary. you know, and of course, we also pay them a quarter more for teaching special subjects, including Igbo language in schools, you know. So those are things that we're doing in education. We are aware we just increased teachers' salary, and they're extremely happy. Gave them some palliatives, you know, and for the first time, arranging a very robust training program, in-house and external programs for select few.
Before now, if any teacher is posted in a hinterland, in a remote area, the person is frustrated. He doesn't want to go. And those people who teach there do not teach with their whole mind. They are not committed because of the difficulties of the terrain. But he has made it possible for some teachers who are teaching in remote areas to be receiving a kind of compensation, remuneration in addition to their normal salary. And the overall consequence of it all is that many people are now happy to teach in remote areas.
Health, they say, is wealth. And Governor Obiano has started revamping and repositioning the state's health institutions for adequate healthcare delivery. The Onitsha General Hospital is now undergoing renovations to accommodate the state-of-the-art medical equipment ordered by the state government. Also, arrangements are on the way to replicate the upgrade to other major health institutions in the state. Chief Willie Obiano's signing of a $1.5 million agreement with an American healthcare firm, Rise Health Corporation USA, marks the beginning of a historic healthcare re-engineering project that will usher in a new phase of excellent Medicare in the state. Following the public-private partnership agreement, Rise Corporation will undertake extensive facility reconstruction and renovation, human resources management and training, clinical and financial improvements, the supply of medical equipment, as well as provide essential pharmaceutical drugs to select hospitals.
What we're trying to do is to make sure that people will no longer travel out of Nigeria to get basic medical checkup or treatment. You know, the three general hospitals, when we finish with them, Onitsha, Obiano, and Enugu, will have the capacity to do what the hospitals in India will be doing, and we're very serious about this.
We're hoping to use Rise Clinic as a model to re-engineer these two additional sites, and further down the road, we hope to use the model to implement it in other hospital systems in Anambra State as well, and create the reputation of Anambra State to be the center for healthcare across Nigeria.
Our dear Governor, Chief Dr. Willie Obiano, has taken a cue and even more stride into coming into a partnership with the Rise Clinic Nigeria. So the government has been so supportive, and we pray that they will do more.
The newly inaugurated Awka Development Authority has already begun to change the skyline of Awka, the state capital city. The 3 bridges, with intention to ease the flow of traffic in the city, is gradually nearing completion. The construction of Anambra's new administrative enclave, the 3 Arms Zone, is vigorously underway. The new layout will accommodate a new modernized government house, State House of Assembly complex, and judiciary. The Anambra State government has launched the first phase of the new mass transit bus and taxi cab empowerment scheme, which has not only reduced the cost of transportation between the urban towns in the state, but has also given the public a comfortable means of transportation.
Before the election, I reassure the people that apart from doing the roads and all the infrastructural work that my predecessor left, that I'm also going to assist the Anambra, you know, to begin to feel the dividends of democracy. The red buses, they are 21 now, and they will be 48 by the end of the month, and they will be plying all the major streets of Anambra State at a very low cost of 50 naira, you know, per drop. and it's all air conditioned with a television inside it. In the second phase, some very soft snacks will be offered in the bus.
To meet the requirements of digital broadcasting, Governor Obiano has repositioned the Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS. The state government has ordered the state-of-the-art broadcasting equipment and is rebuilding its infrastructure. Governor Obiano has also reconstituted the board of ABS, comprised seasoned technocrats in the media industry, with the charge to raise the standards of the broadcasting house to be the best east of the Niger. With the funds accruing to the state from the Federation account dwindling, the governor has taken steps to soar up the state's internally generated revenue, IGR, by repositioning the state's revenue board, plugging major loopholes, and harmonizing taxation. Governor Obiano has been able to increase the state's IGR from 500 million naira to 1.5 billion naira monthly. While commissioning the new IGR house, he said the target was to achieve an IGR of about 3.5 billion naira monthly, and stressed that for Anambra to enjoy fully the benefits of a robust economic environment, taxes should be paid promptly.
I urge you to pay your taxes as and when due. We are not going to just let you go if you don't pay your taxes. I'm confident to let people know that Anambra will always like to pay their taxes.
The widespread acceptance by Anambra of the governor's innovative landmark projects and economic policies is a testimony that Chief Willie Obiano Akpokuedike is steering the mantle of his stewardship in the right direction. In only 1 year as the executive governor of Anambra State, he is ripe to be inducted into Anambra State's Leadership Hall of Fame, as he has already shown immense commitment and dexterity in developing the state to be Nigeria's first choice investment destination and a nerve center for industrial and commercial activities.
With all our hearts, we pray and ask, God bless Anambra, God bless the shining light that we bear. We're the only